evening and welcome to Tuesday night Hatha yoga class. We're going to start on the floor and we're going to lie ourselves down. So we're taking ourselves down onto our back. We can bend our knees or we can have our legs straight. But if you find that you've got this arch under your spine, then bend the knees, tilt the pelvis so that the back is nice and relaxed. We're going to turn our arms over. You can place your hands on your chest if you want, in your lower back. We're going to do a rectangle breath. So if you want to, again, let your knees come together so they don't drop out. So you're going to breathe out first. And you're going to breathe in from the bottom of the lungs. 4 to bring the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold it for 2. You're going to breathe out from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold it for 2. 1, 2. And then you're going to continue this circle. So we're going to take a big deep breath in and blow out through the mouth. And 2 more. So we're keeping our shoulders on the floor. We're going to see if we can lift our chin off the floor, bringing it towards our chest. Hold it for 3 breaths. And then bring the head back down. So we're going to take the head back as far as it can go, even if we can go all the way into fish, letting the shoulders open. and the mouth open. And then bringing the chin and the head back down. Taking the ear towards the floor, looking over the shoulder. And then bring it to the centre and take it over the other side. Pushing that ear down towards the floor, keeping the shoulders on the floor. And bringing it back to centre. Tucking the chin in, bringing the ear towards the shoulder so the nose is pointing up. Pushing the hands towards the floor, towards the feet, sorry. And then back to centre. And the ear towards the other shoulder. Make sure the chin's tucked down, it's not sticking up in the air. The hands are pushing away from the shoulder, from the ear. Bring the head back to centre. We're going to take the arms out in line with the shoulders. Bring our knees back up. Straighten your right leg. Bring your left leg up and grab hold of it with your right hand. Bring it across the body. But keep the left shoulder flat on the floor. It doesn't matter if the knee doesn't go to the floor, as long as you don't lift the shoulder up. Either look towards the ceiling or look towards that left hand. And bring it back. Bend that right leg, bring it up. Take the left leg down. Lift the right leg up, grab it with the left hand. Take it across the body. Look up towards the ceiling, but make sure it's not the chin that's up in the air. The chin's tucked in, the neck's nice and long. The shoulder of the right arm is on the floor. It's not lifted. Or turn and look towards that right hand. We're going to bring it back. And we're swapping sides one more time. Back. Last side change. And bring it back. So from a bent knee position, roll yourself onto your side, making sure that the feet are on top of each other, or that knees are on top of each other, the hips are in the right line. Place the hands on top. Now if you've got room, you can imagine drawing a circle all the way around the body. If you haven't got a room to go up, then you could just open like a book. Either way, you want to keep the knees, I'm going to move over slightly, you want to keep the knees together and you want to keep them stacked. When you open or when you're reaching round, it doesn't matter if the shoulder and the arm doesn't get to the floor or it lifts up, as long as your knees stay together so that you're stretching the upper body. But as we go round in a circle, we'll find that we're working that shoulder as well. So you can go in a circle, take it in a circle. If you haven't got room, then just open. We'll do one more. Bringing it in. So we're going to change sides. So we're rolling over, bending the knees, the hips are in line, the shoulders are in line. If you want, you can always put a block under your head if you find that's more comfortable. We're imagining we've got a piece of chalk, we're drawing a line going up, around the body, all the way round. No, not over the line. And I think it's one more after this. Could be wrong. Bring it back in. So from here we're bringing ourselves up onto our hands and knees. And we're just going to sit back into hero. And we're going to bring our hands. So we're having our hands in line with our shoulders. We're taking one up, one down. And we're bringing them over and then turning them in so that they grab hold of each other. We're dropping it down, lifting it up and reaching the hands forward. We're bringing it in. We're taking it out. We're taking it up and then we're taking them down so they pass each other and bringing them back in. And rolling out. You see this one, not so good this side. Let's bring it back. Changing sides. Bring it out. Take the hands down, stretch the fingers out, place the hands flat on the floor, sit back, give them hands a bit of a stretch. Then lift up, peel them off, sit back. So then we're bringing the hands face down, again placing them down, palms facing up. Sit back. And then bring it back up. Place it up. Take it down. So from here we're going to go into cat and cow. with extension. But we're going to do a cat and cow with our hands changed the other way first. So we're bringing one hand facing forward, one hand facing back. And we're just going to go up into cat and down into cow. Let's do 3 more with our hands in this position. Last one. Bring it back to tabletop. Let's swap them hands. So again, 4. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last ones. Bring it back to centre, bring the palms back out. So let's do 4 cat-cows with extensions. So we're going up, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more each side. And bring it back to tabletop. So let's take it into thread the needle twist. We're taking the hand underneath as we breathe out. We're breathing in, we're lifting up to the ceiling. Breathing out, breathing in. And bring it back down. Let's try the other side. Breathing out, breathing in. Last one. And bringing it down. From here we're bringing ourselves up and we're taking it into gate pose. So we're going to take our foot up, place it flat down. Reach our hands out, breathe out, reach over, bringing our hand up by our ear. And breathe in, bringing it back to straight. Breathe out, reach over, breathe in, lift up. and lift, turn it in, bring it in. Let's try the other side. I'm moving over so that you can catch me on both screens. So placing the foot down. So reach over, breathing out. Breathing in, bringing it back up. Last one. Lift it up, bring it in. From here, bring the hands down, up into down dog, walk them legs a little bit. We're going to step or jump or walk the feet in and roll up. We're going to take ourselves into our sun salutation. Quickly. So, making sure that our legs are in line with our hips. Tighten up all our thighs. Bringing our bum muscles, our pelvic floor, our abdominals, our shoulders back and down, our hands into prayer. Close your eyes if you can. Think about what you want. So we're going to breathe in, lifting the arms up, reaching back. Breathe out, take it into a forward bend. Breathe in, look forward, pull forward into a half bend. We're stepping back with that left foot first, letting the hips drop, lifting up to wherever you feel you can. Take the hands down, step back to down dog. Come up onto your tiptoes, push back and then rolling forward into plank. Take the knees down if you want, turn the elbows, bring the chest down, lift into cobra, lift them knees one at a time, both if you want. Come back to down dog. Lift the right foot up, push the heel down. Look forward, put it into the chest, step it forward. Drop the hips, lift, let the body drop down. Breathe out, step forward, bend the knees, breathe in, lift up. Let's do one more other side. Bring it down. relax. Lovely. So we're going to take it into bed leg triangle. Now if you want, you can have your block. You're going to have your feet as wide as you feel comfortable. You're going to turn one foot out, but you don't want your hips to go. You want your hips to stay pulling backwards. You can pull in your pelvic floor. So you can, I'm doing a pre and postnatal course, and the way I describe it, imagine you're in a lift, you want to stop yourself from breaking wind, imagine you want to stop yourself from having a wee. They said, imagine trying to pick up a raisin with your vagina, which actually does work. So there's different things work for different people. So if that works for you to get your mind into what's happening down here, then try to pick up a raisin. So it's anything to do with down there, that's it. Either holding the wee in or holding a breaking wind. Whatever works for you. So we're going to push into that front knee. We're trying to keep them hips facing forward. We're trying to pull in our pelvic floor, but we want to leave our belly. We don't want to squeeze our stomach muscles in, because when we go to turn, we're tightening these up and we want them to be loose so that they can move. So we're releasing that, but we're holding here. We want to make sure that the knee doesn't roll in. We want to make sure that it's facing in the same direction as the toes. It doesn't matter if the toes aren't facing completely straight, if they're going over to the side, as long as the hips are straight and the knees are following the toes. That's the most important thing. Everything else, not so bad. That back foot, if you can, you want to make sure that you're pushing down through the outside edge. You don't want the foot rolling in. And that'll help if you push down, it'll help to engage these muscles on either side of the leg. Now you can have your block, if you want, by your foot, so that when you go down, you can lean onto the block. But you can also lean onto your knee and you can stay here. You still don't want that hip to come round. You still want it pulling back, no matter where you are. But if you've got your arm down, it might encourage your knee to stay over to the side. Now the top hand, you can have it on your hips. You can have the thumbs up. You can take it behind your back and use that arm to pull back so that you're looking up. Or you can take it thumbs up and lift it up in line with your shoulder or over by your ear, whichever you prefer. Then you're pushing into that knee, but still trying to keep it pulling back, still keeping that foot down. You're making a long line, if that's right by your ear, from your little finger all the way down to the outside edge. Now you're keeping the knee where it is. You're bringing the arm down. Imagine someone's dragging you that way to lift you up, but you're keeping that knee there. Then you're pushing the knee back. You're lifting the foot, you're turning it back in. We're going to do the other side. So if you want to, move your block. Turn your foot out. Keeping the hips forward, bend the knee. Pull in your pelvic floor. Reach over, take your hand down, your elbow down, anything you want. Give yourself a thumbs up. Breathe in, reach back, lift it up, and if you can, take it right by the ear. Push into that knee. Push into the outside edge of that back foot. Keep twisting them hips back. Keep stretching the arm up. Keep pulling in that pelvic floor every time you're breathing out. As you breathe in, you can let it just relax. But as you're breathing out, try and pull that pelvic floor back in. So we're lifting the arm back and we're pulling up and then we're pushing back. We're turning the foot in. Taking it out. Let's do one more. Last side. Bringing it back in, bring it down. If you want, move your legs in. You feel that they need to give them a bit of a shake. We're going to take it into the twist. So this time again, you can have the block at the front or the back. If you're going over the back, you've got to get your elbow over. So I'm going to keep with the front. So with this, we're bending the knee. We're twisting the body round. Now you may have to move that back foot. You don't want it lifted off the floor, and you want your hips to be in line. So even if you have to move the foot out and twist it in to try and get them hips facing forward. So again, the knees facing in the same direction. The hips are coming round. Move that back foot if you need to. You're coming forward, bending the knee, bringing the opposite hand onto the block by the foot. The other hand can go onto the back, and we can use that to turn and look behind. You can always take it out and give yourself a thumbs up, and then breathe in, lifting it up in line with the ceiling or all the way over by the head. From here, you're going to roll back down so that you're bringing your hand down to the block. You're going to open at the front, bring the arm down, pull back, and push the knee back. Bring all the feet back to center. Let's try the other side. So we're turning the foot out, we're bringing the block down and placing it at the front. We're turning ourselves round. Even if we have to adjust that foot, the hips are more important than if we have to adjust it and pull it round. We're bending the front knee. We're taking the opposite hand down, the other hand goes onto our back. We're twisting to look towards the back. We're going to take the hand out, give ourselves a thumbs up, lift it up. Now remember, it might not want to go. It might just kind of go there and that's it. When they want to go that far. You may be able to get it up, and then you may be able to get it up. You may over. You might have to change the position of the arm, of the shoulder, sometimes to get it over the head. But still pushing to that front knee. So we're going to rotate out, bring that top hand down, back onto our block, open up, lift, push back, bring the 2 feet in. Last one each side. Rotate out. Last one. bringing it round. Bringing it down. Lovely. Bring yourself in. I'm going to take it into bow. So you may want your band. Now, with bow, you can always hold onto a wall as well. You're grabbing hold, flexing your foot and grabbing hold of your ankle. And it can be that your fingers are on the outside and your thumbs on the inside, or you can turn the hand and have the fingers on the inside and the thumb on the outside, which is slightly harder. It's completely up to you. I'm going to change camera so that you can see my arms. Now with your arms, unlike dancer's pose where your arm's up here, bow, your arm is in line with your shoulder. You can look at your thumb and that'll help you to balance from standing on the one leg. With it, you're not going down, you want to stay up straight as well. And like I said, if you find you can't grab your ankle, you can always put your foot into one of the bands and have it in that position. Okay, so it's up to you. I'm going to use my arm. And again, like I said, you can hold the wall if you want. So grabbing hold of your ankle, flex your foot. Find something to look at in front, something to focus on. Pull the pelvic floor in, pull the abdominals. Push the foot backwards. Let the shoulder pull back. And then bringing it back down. Let's change sides. So tighten up all the leg you're going to stand on. Put it in the pelvic floor, the abdominals, flexing the foot, taking the hand out, pushing the leg, letting the shoulder come back. Back out. Let's try one more go. Lovely. Give yourself a little shake. So we're going to go down, but I need you to have a chair. I did ask you to get one ready. So I'm bringing in my chair. I'm going to change the camera around. So with the chair, you're going to kneel down in front of the chair, or just slightly away. You're bringing your elbows down and bringing your hands into like a lip together. From here, Keeping the arms on the floor, you're trying to get your head to come past so that your shoulders are dropping forward. You're then going to bring your fists and try to touch the back of your body. We're going to bring ourselves back up, bring our hands down, let ourselves sit back, let our shoulders have a bit of a relax. We're going to do another one with this. We're going to do a sort of a thread the needle. So we're coming back up, we're bringing our elbows down. So we're having one elbow at the front and it's kind of holding onto our chair. The other hand is going to come under and drop to the floor. And you're just letting yourself relax here. You feel a lovely pull through the shoulders. And then we're sliding back through, bringing the arm up. Changing hands, taking the hand through, letting the body hang. And bringing it back up. Let your body walk back. Take the arms down. Give them a little shake. So let's bring our chair back out of the way. A nice little work and stretch for the shoulders. Oh, I missed that one out. Never mind, we'll do it. So we're going to go into a bit of a flow into camel. Now with this you can have your blocks on each side of your foot, or you can go up onto your tiptoes if it makes it easy for you to reach your foot. We're going to start down here. You're going to take one arm and you're swinging it round, lifting it up, taking it all the way around in a circle, bringing it down. We're going to change arms. You're lifting up, pushing round, bringing it down. Okay? So let's do another one. Lifting, reaching back, stretch the arm all the way round, bring it down. Let's do the other side. Let's do one more. And our last one. Bring it down into child. We're going to bring ourselves down onto our belly. So we're going to start with our hands, our elbows bent, and we're placing our head down on top of our head down. From here, you're going to lift as if somebody's grabs hold of your left foot. They're going to pull it out, and you're bringing it over, trying to get the hips to stack. Put your heads down. You're going to try and pull as if someone's getting your left elbow and pulling it away, at the same time as stretching your foot over to the side. And then we're bringing it back down. So we're going to do it with the other side. So taking the foot out, lifting it up, bringing it over the body, but trying to push the elbow away. Not going anywhere, but you're just trying to push them so that you can feel the difference. Because the hips are kind of stacked on top of each other. And bring it back. So from here, you're going to take the hands out, placing them flat down. We're going to start again with that left foot. You're going to lift the left foot up, turn the head to look towards the left, bring the foot over, stretch the hands away from each other. We're going to roll it back down. We're going to change our head and change our leg. Stretch the hands away. And bringing it back. Change sides. So this time we're going to see if we can grab, so if we can do a bow, but a diagonal bow. So turn this way. We're bringing the leg over. You're trying to point it, grab hold of your toe, push the foot away. You're grabbing hold of your toe there. And then bringing it down. Let's try the other side. Knock that over again. We're still trying to push the foot away. Stretch right through the front of the hip. We're getting all that sitting down all day, working from home. This opens up the front of the legs. And then bring it back down. Roll over onto your back. Now you can take your hands out, you can have your hands down by your side, you can hold onto the mat if you want. With this, we're taking the foot away from the body, we're bringing it up in the air, taking it over the side and into a big circle. So up and out and over. It's working the hips but also the stomach muscles, the obliques, everything. So you're trying to pull in your pelvic floor, pull in your abdominals, but still breathe. And bring it down. So let's try the other side. Take it away from the body, up, over, and around. And bring it down. Bring your legs up. Bring your hands in. Grab wherever you can. And just pull the legs, the knees down towards the floor. You can wrap your legs round. Pull the knees towards the shoulders. Changing legs. Bring the knees down. Take the arms out. Let the knees drop from side to side. We're going to bring ourselves into relaxation. You can stay with your knees bent, bring the knees together. If you wanted to make it really hard, you could let the legs drop out, but if you feel you have to, you could always let them drop down into corpse. You can roll onto your side, you can go onto your front, or whichever position you choose, make sure you cover yourself up, put a blanket or a dressing gown, something on you to keep you nice and warm. So, I'm going to bring everything down. I want you to think about your breathing, that rectangle breath that we did at the beginning. Letting your body find the most relaxing position for itself. Remember, it can be lying down, it can be sitting up if you want to. Brain will try to run away, and if it does, that's okay. If it's something that happened before this moment, this hour, then label it past. If it's something that you think may happen after, then put it in the future. And if something catches your attention, so the TV or somebody walking, children, anything that's going on, a smell of cooking, anything, an itch, a feeling as if, oh, I've got to move. As long as if it is painful, then if all you need to scratch it, scratch it. But sometimes it's just the mind trying to stop you from relaxing. So if you feel that something you feel you've got to move, just give it a couple of breaths. You think, do I really? And I forget about it for now. And for that you can label present. Make sure that you're not gripping or holding anything. Make sure that the pelvis is relaxed, the abdominals are relaxed, the jaws relaxed, the fingers are relaxed. Just bring your thoughts back to that rectangular breath. 4 breaths in, 2 breaths holding, 4 breaths relaxed, 2 breaths holding. Or increase it to 3 breaths holding, 6 breaths in and out, 5 breaths holding, 10 breaths in there. Remember, if something doesn't feel right, you can always take it back down. You can always take a few little rescue breaths. You want to see that rectangle. nice and relaxed. Start to feel that movement through the toes, and into the fingers. Start to work its way up through the legs, out through the arms, into the shoulders, and into the hips. With movement through the lower part of the torso, the upper part of the torso. Your movement through the neck and into the head. Take your arms above your head, and as you breathe in, stretch the fingers in one direction, stretch the toes in the other. And as you breathe out, let the body relax. Breath in, reaching one arm, and then the other side. And then breathe out. Pull the knees up towards your chest and roll them round in a circle. And then taking them in the opposite direction. Let your body roll onto your side. And stay here. Think about how you're feeling. Make sure that you feel okay before you sit up. I'm going to say good night.